Welcome to episode 1 of the Real Estate Podcast. I'm your host and realtor, Sam Pavlitsky, and for today's very first episode, I thought I'd go and talk about some of the major real estate headlines in the news this morning. So, without wasting much time, let's just dive right into it. One of the biggest stories going around this morning is talking about how current property owners are going in droves to prepay their 2018 property taxes because of the new tax bill. Now, if you don't know much about it, the new tax bill, this was one of the biggest controversies. It has capped being able to deduct your property taxes and your state taxes at $10,000. Now, in some of these higher tax states, like in California, where I'm located, or say maybe New York, $10,000 for a lot of people doesn't even cover their property taxes, let alone the state taxes. If you have $1 million house here in Southern California, or, if you're in LA, it's probably going to be a condo, not a house. A $1 million condo, I know that's crazy for some of you people, but, you're going to be paying on $1 million somewhere roughly around $12,000 in property taxes alone. So a lot of people prepaying that, and so they can still deduct it from their upcoming taxes, and being able to deduct that whole amount could make a huge difference for some people. In other news, an interesting trend that is developing that has kind of come out of nowhere, this is the first time I've read about it, is there's a surge in older, wealthier Americans that are choosing to rent instead of buy. They have the money, they could live in a nice, cushy home in suburbia, but they want to be closer to their family, their grandkids, their children, and they're choosing to rent to have, not only the financial freedom, but just the freedom to move around. They don't want to be bogged down by a house. They want to sign a 1-year lease so that after a year, they can go wherever, they can travel, they can follow their family. So kind of, I don't know how much of an implication it's going to have on the real estate market. I think we're going to find that out, but just something to keep an eye on, and, something that's kind of surprising. As I said, it's the first time I've heard about it. Now let's talk some interior design trends. A lot of websites releasing their hottest interior design trends lists for 2018. And according to Realtor.com, the number one trend for 2018 is going to be using bold colors in your home, which for me is a nice relief. A lot of homes that I see on home tours that have recently been remodeled do not have a lot of color, and I find it very boring and uninspiring. Homes will have gray floors, white walls, maybe black furniture, black walls. It's just a lot of white, black, and gray. Kind of boring, not inspiring. I don't think it's going to age well. I'm actually making a video about it right now. I'm going to be talking about some trends that need to bite the dust in 2018. I'll let you guys know when that's up on YouTube. But nice to see that colors are making a comeback in interior design. And now for the last headline, we're going to talk about the tax plan again real fast. As an overall effect, it's going to have an overall negative effect on the U.S. real estate market, just because of those capped property tax deductions mainly. But it actually could have a positive effect for some states where taxes are lower, maybe states like Tennessee, Alabama. There's already been a trend of people moving from high tax states like California to lower tax states just because cost of living and everything else, and they are thinking that this new tax bill is just going to grow that trend, and it could actually boost the real estate markets in those states as more people are moving there. So kind of an interesting development, something to keep an eye on. This tax plan is going to have a lot of implications, some of which I'm sure we're not even aware of yet. So we're going to see how that all pans out in the next few years. And of course, I'll keep you guys updated on that. Otherwise, I would love to hear from you guys. Call into the show. Would love to answer some questions on the next episode. Would love to hear your feedback. And I will be back with you guys tomorrow with another update. Talk to you soon.